Struggling with low conversion rates for your Shopify store? Check out the rest of this video because we're going to be telling you today exactly how you can improve your conversion rates, and we're going to be running you through actionable advice that you can take for your stores right now. You're not alone in this journey if you are having struggles with getting your conversion rate higher. And let's get into what actually is a good conversion rate for your store, and it's anything above 1.3%. So that's the benchmark you want to aim for, right? So firstly, you want to do number of conversions divided by number of visitors, and you want to times that number by 100, which would mean that if you have 10,000 website visitors and 500 people purchase, then that is a 5% conversion rate, which is very good, right? The number that I said before, 1.3%, is a great conversion rate. So if you have a number higher than that, then you're doing a great job, but you want to get it to at least 3% if you can, pretty much. If it's below 1.3%, then you need to really look at your store and analyze where are you going wrong here, basically, because there's definitely some problems with your Shopify store if you can't get at least a 1.3% conversion rate. And I would even say 2 to 2.5% minimum. Can't get that, there's something wrong with your store, and we're going to be analyzing today what you can actually do to your store. So by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what to improve on your store, and you need to be harsh with yourself, right? Is my store this good? You don't want to look at it and think, this is what I think works well. You want to actually analyze the data, because the data does not lie, right? You need to look at it and think to yourself, is this a good conversion rate? The numbers don't lie, right? It doesn't matter what you think is going to do well, it's what actually is doing well when you are having your store there and you're getting website visitors in, but no one's purchasing. This is something that you can improve for sure. So number one, the first thing you can do is enabling guest checkout, so it's a more smooth process. Now, obviously Shopify had this option, so if you are running a Shopify store, then you can actually enable the guest checkout process onto your store. And I'm pretty sure all other major e-commerce platforms that you can host your website on do actually offer this as well, such as Wix and other platforms as well like that. So you can actually enable this pretty swiftly, all right? So you may as well enable guest checkout, because if people see the guest checkout's not there and they have to do some long process to actually buy a simple product, they're less likely going to purchase it, right? Because there's more things and more options that they're going to have to actually go out and do. So that's a major thing that you can actually improve on your store, and it's just a simple thing that you can go into the Shopify backend and actually enable the guest checkout, because that is something that's going to revolutionize your conversion rate. If someone can check out as a guest, they're more likely to do it, 100% likely more to do it. The second way is you want to show visual indicators of how long is left in the checkout process. And Shopify, I believe there are apps that you can do this with, and are great ones out there that you can actually implement into your stores. Because basically by adding these visual indicators, you are going to reduce the amount of stress and anxiety that people go through when purchasing a product. Even the most certain people are going to think, do I need this product? Do I not need it? So that's why if you show the percentage of how far you're actually in the checkout process, then that's going to reduce the stress and anxiety in someone's mind when they're checking out, and they'll know exactly this is the last step in the process. That's exactly what you want to show in your store if possible. So number 3 is simplifying the checkout forms, and this is similar to number 1 with the guest checkout, but this time you want to minimize what is actually something that people are typing in on their Shopify store, because if there are so many different things they have to type in the checkout process, they're probably going to be turned away by that. Think about it. These people are buying a product probably to save time in a lot of aspects. So if they're doing that, they're people who just want to get on with it and buy the product. You want to make it as simple as possible for someone to purchase your product. Otherwise, you're missing out, and that might be why your conversion rate is lower. If you're getting a lot of people adding to cart but no one's purchasing, that might be because they just have to type in so many pieces of information in order to purchase this one thing. And maybe the product is even worth $10. All you have to do is receive the payment. It's that simple. Most of the time, you don't need to be collecting all this information about them. You just need to collect the most simple information. That is what I'd stress, to look at your store and think, is my checkout form as simple as it possibly can be? So we have actually asked one of the biggest agencies out there, Shivu, exactly something that they would do for their clients basically when improving conversion rates. And this is exactly what they've had to say. First time discount offer, should you be doing 10% off or 20% off, or buy one get one 50% off, etc.? Is there a risk reversal / guarantee? Can you get your money back after 30 days or 90 days? So for example, you've got to determine basically, can people actually get their money back? And that's going to make people purchase more likely and improve your conversion rate. it. Scarcity. Is there a low in stock, running out, or now back in stock option on the website? Because if it gives a feeling like it was previously out of stock on the website, then someone is more likely to purchase. The next point is urgency. Act fast. If you write on your store, only available today, July deal only, countdown timer, for example, or different options that you can add to your store, whatever month it is you can add, it's an August deal only, that sort of thing. That is something else you can add to your store. For the value proposition, above the folded headline for landing pages, you want to add your value proposition. That is exactly what's going to trigger people to be more interested in your product and scrolling through your store, pretty much. And the last thing they've mentioned here is the hero image / gallery. Your featured hero image should incorporate emotion and lifestyle if possible. Now, they have mentioned that a lot of big brands can do this because they can A/B split test with loads of different landing pages, but a lot of smaller brands that are starting their Shopify stores, these things probably might not work as well if you aren't split testing a lot of things at once and you don't have bigger budgets. So keep that in mind as well. We also asked this agency what is their take on driving traffic towards a landing page and a product page, and this is what they had to say. Landing page always. Product page is for people already visiting the site and returning customers. Landing page is specifically built to convert cold traffic. The fourth point is add live chat support to your checkout pages, because if a customer or a prospect that's about to buy your product is seeing that there's a live chat there and they can speak to a real human being right now, whether that is AI or an actual person, they're going to actually message if they have any doubts about the product. That's going to give them more clarity in their mind, going to reduce the stress and anxiety that they have, if any, when purchasing a product that they're not 100% sure about, which is a lot of people when they're visiting your stores. Even if your product's amazing, they don't know that until they have your product. So you need to make it as easy as possible. So by adding the live chat option in the corner, it's going to basically give them clarity when they're purchasing the product, right? They're going to see the live chat there and think, okay, this is a legitimate brand. They've got people on there waiting to answer me. So they must be legitimate. I'm going to trust them here with my money. So that's exactly what you want to think of it as. You want to basically put yourself in the customer's point of view and think to yourself, what would they want to see when going on a store? How can we make it as easy as possible with the least stress when purchasing a product? Even if it is only $10, a lot of these people, they still don't want to be scammed at the end of the day. Your first instinct is, I don't want to be scammed out of my money here. No matter what you're purchasing, people always think probably negative when going on a website. So you want to make sure that's reduced as much as possible. And by adding the live chat, that's going to do that. The fifth way, and we touched on that before through the other agency, Shavuk, that mentioned it, add urgency and scarcity to your landing pages and product pages. Because if you're adding something on the website saying like only available for 12 more hours, someone's going to think, damn, this is only available for 12 more hours. What am I going to do? So that's what you want to keep in mind. You want to add urgency, make someone actually want to purchase it straight away, because if they have time, they're just going to click off the tab and come back to it the next day, and they probably won't even come back to it the next day. They're probably going to have it in their mind and forget about it. Think about how short someone's attention span is in 2024, 2025, 2026. It's crazy how short people's attention spans are. You need to hook them, basically. So that's what you can do by creating urgency, essentially. And you can do this by creating limited time offers, which is something that you should be doing in your stores. 100%. This is going to improve your conversion rate. The sixth way, the penultimate way, is you want to add exit pop-up. So if the customer's mouse scrolls up to the exit button to exit the tab, you want something to be triggered and actually a pop-up to be coming up on your store to stop them from basically kicking off, offer them a last-minute discount, and actually get them to purchase the product. This works super well. This gives amazing conversion rates by adding this one thing in. So this could be what's going to make someone purchase the product or not. So you want to basically consider this and add this to your store as well. And there are Shopify apps that can do this and help you out. You at least basically want to capture the visitor's email before they leave, so you can at least retarget them via an email campaign after, and then they'll be remembered about your product and purchase it potentially. The seventh way, and this is probably the best thing you can do to your Shopify store, to be honest, if you're getting a lot of add to carts, if you're getting a lot of people visit your website but no one's purchasing, you can add a one-click upsell to your website. And we at ReConvert actually offer this. You may know us already. You can check out down in the description if you want to use ReConvert for your store, and your conversion rate will go a lot higher by adding a one-click upsell to your store. And also by adding a one-click upsell to your store, you can increase your order value enormously, because someone else is going to basically select another product they can purchase with one-click upsell. That's why it's called, ReConvert. You're basically reconverting people into purchasing another product basically as well. So it's a win-win situation. Test it out on your store and see, what's working, what's not. Maybe certain products work better than others. So that's what you got to test out. And it's all a trial and error process, essentially. We actually have a free resource that you can check out down below in the description. It it actually gives you so much advice, even more than this video does, on how you can actually improve your conversion rate. So check it out down in the description. Now, I do have a few bonus points to add, so do stick around, but I just want to say that you should be optimizing your pages on your website, landing pages, product pages, continuously. So it needs continuous optimization. You can't just optimize it once and see a consistent conversion rate. You're going to need to optimize it continuously in order to keep it stable and obviously improve the conversion rate. So keep that in mind as well. So the bonus points, let's get into them. You can offer free shipping and hassle-free returns. If you have that labeled on your checkout page, people are going to think in their mind, okay, I can easily return this if I don't like it, and it's free shipping, so I'm not spending any money for it to get to me. So you should be adding that onto your stores as well. If you are guessing, a lot of people add to their cart, but they're not actually purchasing anything, you can add abandonment cart recovery emails as well, because if you add those, people are going to receive emails and be reminded that they did add a product to their cart or products to their cart, and they can purchase them, and that will increase conversion rate as well. So that was a video all about conversion rates. If you're struggling with what product to even sell, check out this video over here. I'll catch you in that video over there, because I go into a lot of detail on how you can actually create a product on your store that's actually going to be something that people want to purchase. So check out the video over here if you want to see that. I'll see you there.